A British mother has pushed the boundaries of tough love after her 12-year-old son deliberately trod on the foot of a new girl at his school and broke her shoe. Terry Evans shamed him on Facebook. The move has plenty of supporters and critics, but Terry believes embarrassing him online is nothing in comparison to the humiliation that little girl had to face. And it's our daily dilemma. So let's welcome media commentator John Caldwell.
Yeah. Hello.
She's disciplined her child in a very public way. What's your reaction to that?
Firstly, I want to say I'm really glad to see a parent taking bullying so seriously. It's the #1 social issue facing our children, and enough parents don't get involved. However, this is categorically not the right way to do it. The reality is it's a form of bullying in itself. It's humiliating to her child. It's gone to 50-odd thousand people now. And a father did this last year in America to his daughter, and she went and jumped off the Washington Bridge. So they need to understand that there are right ways and wrong ways of doing this, and there's just, for me, there's nothing
the right way?
Well, I think that there's a few things here. I think don't be reactive in your parenting. So for a start, she shamed and tagged her 12-year-old son on Facebook. It's illegal for a 12-year-old to have Facebook. Why does your son have Facebook? So I think maybe there's a bit of guilt in this parent that her son is behaving this way. She needs to go, what should I have done differently? Have the discussion before it's an issue. I mean,
So what do you say? Because you don't want your child to be a bully, and you think, well, what sorts of discussions do we have?
I think first and foremost is have a discussion. I think if there's enough out there now, we know it's a big problem. So don't wait to see your kid do something wrong. Talk to them about what's right and what's wrong, how it affects them. Maybe find some stories that are relevant of what's happening to children and talk to them about that. And you can actually start that really young, younger than you think. So I definitely think that. Alana and Madeline Foundation, which I'm part of, has a fantastic part of their website, which is a bullying advice centre for parents. So that's amf.org.au, and that can really help steer that discussion.
But even after they've done it, like, it is just making me really furious when I see parents do this. All you have to do is have a conversation with your son, with the girl, force him to understand what he's done wrong, force him to apologise to the girl, buy a new pair of shoes, make sure he doesn't do it again. But the idea that, you know, that somehow shaming your own child on social media, I'm calling it child abuse. I think it is absolutely disgracefully outrageous, and I think that if that is the only thing that you can come up with as some sort of poor pissant substitute for or excuse for disciplining your child, you are a failure as a parent. And I think you should be. I think there's every reason why. Yeah, if you are posting pictures or putting your child out there in social media where they can get attacked by absolutely everyone under the sun.
Everyone lives their lives through social media now.
No, it doesn't matter. As a parent, you are the guardian of your child. You are meant to be the wall between them and the big bad world, and you are meant to be controlling who gets in and who gets out.
Joe,
if you're just throwing them to the wolves,
if we take your argument
disgrace.
that she's bullying, maybe he learnt to be a bully from his mother.
I think there's every chance.
I think because they're bullied themselves.
Look at the behaviour that she thinks this is the best way to solve this. Well, we wonder why the child...
But I think too, no, it's not the right thing to do, but I think that's a little full on with the mother, because she's subsequently come out saying, I didn't realise it would go viral. I had expected that his friends would see this, and that was all. Because
that's just as bad. If you're shaming them in front of their peer group, that's just as bad.
But she was doing the best she thought she could do at the time.
He's only 12.
So
he's only 12. This is a very little boy.
Yeah.
Really.
But
even
though
with
she's
adults,
trying
you don't
to
do that.
Yeah, but she's trying to do her best. So I think we don't then want to have stacks on the mother as well.
I'm not putting the mother out there and sending her to every Facebook follower in the bloody world saying what a terrible mother she is.
Just on national television.
Viral, that's all right.
No, but she didn't do that initially. She didn't realise that would happen. And I think as parents, we all do our best. She did the wrong thing.
What happens if the child does resort to self-harm? That does happen. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise that putting it on Facebook wasn't
hang on. Time for other people, ding ding. Time for other people to chime in. Let's have a look at the feedback. Didn't know how else to get onto that. We need a bell here. Melissa, good on her. Here we go. She's disagreeing with you, Joe. About time parents start teaching their kids a lesson, harsh lesson, and not ignoring the fact that their child is a bully. From Tracy, absolutely appalling parenting. How does publicly humiliating a child discipline the child? Bullying should clearly have consequences, but this isn't the way to do it.
Obviously.
And finally, from Sally, this is not humiliation. This is calling out someone for their poor behaviour. A 12-year-old, though, humiliation would be for this behaviour to continue and the child ending up suspended or worse. Instead, this mother has just taught a 12-year-old a valuable lesson that may well mean he will be a caring and valuable member of society who understands when you do wrong, there are consequences. That's all right. We're going to leave it there. No more arguing. John, thank you very much.
Last thing I do want to say really quickly, it is out there for the rest of his life. So when he goes to get a job when he is 18, it's going to be on social media. People go, oh, wait, this guy's a bully. So it's there forever now. So let's not ever forget that.
Yeah, all
Well
right, John.
done.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.